It was up to you. Would you let starting center Tyler Linderbaum walk from the Baltimore Ravens in free agency after this season was over? Let me know in the comments section, and I'll let you know my answer to that shortly. This report came from Ricky Scoops. He said, rumor, Tyler Linderbaum is not expected to sign a new deal unless the Baltimore Ravens offer an extension worth around $20 million per year. When I saw that report, I said, ooh, that is tough. Reason being because not only would Tyler Linderbaum reset the market, I got no problem with that. Not only would Tyler Linderbaum end up getting some money, I got no problem with that either. And after all, he did get his fifth-year option declined by Eric DeCosta. But EDC did say, hey, we want to sign Tyler Linderbaum to a contract extension. So, okay, cool, no problem. But history works against Tyler Linderbaum with the Baltimore Ravens. Reason being because they have not been a team that's been paying centers a crazy amount of money. You look at guys like Bradley Bozeman. You look at guys like Matt Skura, Ryan Jensen, Matt Burke, Jason Brown, Jeremy Zuda. And there, of course, have been more, but those are the most recent centers for the Baltimore Ravens. They did not dish out a lot of cash to those guys at all. In fact, a lot of them were late draft picks, and a lot of them were patchwork centers as well, guys that moved from guard to center. They weren't even true centers. But see, this is why I value Tyler Linderbaum a lot, because Tyler Linderbaum has been the best center for the Baltimore Ravens that we've had in a long time. He's been a true center, and we haven't had that with the Baltimore Ravens in a long time prior to Tyler Linderbaum. This is why I really do want him to stay. But I've been seeing a lot of people say, oh, just let him walk. Let Tyler Linderbaum walk. He can go. It'll be fine. Ravens will be just fine. We don't need to pay centers top money, anything like that. This is why you don't draft centers early. You can find a center everywhere. And while that may be true, I think a lot of people are underestimating just how valuable and how great Tyler Linderbaum has been for the Baltimore Ravens. Does he win every single rep out there? No, he doesn't. But has he provided the Baltimore Ravens with consistency and positive consistency? He certainly has. And with Tyler Linderbaum, Lamar Jackson, is he kind of a big deal? I think he is. And people will say how much they love Lamar Jackson. They want Lamar Jackson to be the best Baltimore Ravens quarterback he can possibly be. But then when it comes to paying his protection to keep him upright, especially at the center position, then a lot of people want to turn their nose the other way and say, just let Tyler Linderbaum walk. He's not worth it. I think he's worth it, and some. I really do. But I feel like this whole thing with the Baltimore Ravens, this is going down a slippery slope, and it has the potential to get very, very ugly. Reason being, obviously, with this report, he wants $20 million. If Ravens ain't trying to pay $20 million right now, they at an impasse. Okay, it's been a peaceful impasse because we ain't seen Tyler Linderbaum skipping out. We ain't heard him speaking, and that's great. But when we get to the end of the season, of course, he's still going to want to get his bread. And if they have not paid him any bread yet, then the franchise tag could come into play. And you know how nasty things get when that franchise tag shows up, because nobody wants to be on that. Nobody wants to play on that. That's why players wait forever and a day to sign those franchise tags, because they don't want to be placed on them. Yeah, you do get some nice guaranteed money, but it's only for one season. Ravens seem to have been dropping a lot of breadcrumbs that lead us to believe that they have been a bit hesitant with paying Tyler Linderbaum. Another one of those was declining the fifth-year option earlier this offseason. Now, one of the big reasons why they did that was because of the value of that fifth-year option. Had they picked that up, then it would have been worth $23.4 million in 2026. Again, amazing for Tyler Linderbaum, but when we looked at the salaries of the top-paid centers around the league, like the top one is $18 million per year, and $23.4 million is way over that. $5.4 million over that. So, Ravens, when it comes to resetting the market at a position, Ravens ain't going to want to go no 5.4 mil over. They may want to go like 0.5 over, like, oh, okay, if he getting 18 mil a year, then we'll give you 18.5 mil a year just to technically reset the market. But they're not going to want to do anything crazy. But I'm very worried about this situation with our guy, Linda, because I want him to stay. I really do want him to stay, but I know that this business, it can get very, very ugly. So will he stay? Will he not? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Now, before we continue, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn all your notifications on so you do not miss a single thing. And last but certainly not least, leave a like on the video because it helps out the channel so much. I love y'all. I do not love this next report about Mark Andrews. It came from Jameson Hensley. It said, Ravens tight end Mark Andrews, who is missing his second straight practice, was working on a side field. With a trainer, Andrews was running routes and was running sprints for about half the field. So, Mark Andrews out of practice. We ain't got Isaiah Likely right now. We do still have Charlie Kohler. Now, this is not too concerning right here, right now, because we still got about a week before this gets really, really concerning. But we hope that this does not become a thing, especially with Mark Andrews, especially with us already being down Isaiah Likely. We can't afford no more injuries to our tight ends. So, Ravens, do whatever you got to do to get Mark Andrews right by next week, because in about, 12, 13 days, something like that, when that Sunday Night Football music hits, we need to see 89 out there on that field. All right, so we done knocked out all the bad stuff. Let's get into some better, more positive news about these Baltimore Ravens, shall we? We shall. Lamar Jackson, he officially returned to practice today. Lamar Jackson was back in the building, so all that stuff from last week is done, it's over with. We are officially moving on. Now, something else that I did say, with John Harbaugh, he ain't been leading us wrong these past 2.5 years when it comes to his injury updates. He's been giving us real, accurate information, and it did not stop last week because he said Lamar Jackson was going to be good. He said Lamar Jackson had x-rays on his foot. They came back negative. He said Lamar Jackson, even after the preseason game, the last one against the Commanders, he said, hey, Lamar Jackson should be back out there practicing on Monday. And what was Lamar Jackson doing? Just that. So he's back, and we can all breathe now. So we heard what John Harbaugh said about Lamar Jackson. What would he say about Jaire Alexander? Well, let's listen. It said, Harbaugh said that Jaire Alexander is pushing to return to practice. So he's getting closer and closer. And Jaire, like, we could really use you out there on that field, my friend. We know what you're going to bring. We already know the impact that you got on the team. You got everybody pulling out the swords and whatnot. We want to see you do it too. But continuing, he said, it feels like there's enough time for him to get ready for week 1. So that would be a beautiful thing. If we could have Jaire Alexander, and we know he ain't going to be out there every single defensive snap against the Buffalo Bills, but if we can have him out there for that game, that would be beautiful. One thing I've been seeing a lot of Ravens fans say, we don't need no Jaire Alexander for regular season. We just brought him here for the playoffs. I disagree. Did you not see that Baltimore Ravens pass defense early last season? Did y'all forget? Or would you want Jaire Alexander to just chill all regular season and then start playing in the playoffs? No, you want him to build camaraderie with the team. You want him to build that chemistry and that rapport. You want him to be out there every single week making every single play. The more playmakers we have on this team, the better. So Jaire, let's get it, baby. Now, this is one that I absolutely loved. Let's listen to what Tyler Loop had to say about hitting that 61-yard field goal on the Commanders.
How'd you feel hitting the 61-yarder?
It was good. It was fun. We kind of talked about it on the sideline. Randy was like, hey, do you want to go hit this? And it's like, heck yeah, why not? And, we went out and got a great snap from Nick, great hold from Jordan, and yeah, got to hit it. So it was a good time.
Confidence is there. It's there. Tyler Loop is ready for the regular season and everything that's going to come with it. Obviously, again, his test will be a lot bigger when we out there against Buffalo in that first game of the season. All the bright lights are literally on because it's Sunday Night Football. But I love where his head is at. I love where his mental is at right now. So Tyler Loop, let's make it happen. Now, I had to take off my glasses, clean them a couple times, and double and triple check because I saw we don't have just one but 2 new Team Keep It Clean patrons. Let me shout them out right now. First off, new Team Keep It Clean patron, Randy, from the top rope with the elbow. Appreciate you, Randy, becoming a Team Keep It Clean patron. And then to follow that up, shout out to Dominique. What's up, baby? I appreciate y'all like crazy becoming Team Keep It Clean patrons because, again, y'all don't ever have to do that, but y'all chose to do it. So much love to y'all. Thank you so much. And, hey, send them questions in through Patreon so we can get on them quick, man. Speaking of questions, now we done made it to my favorite part of the videos where we get to feature them from you. Send me an email at teamkeepitclean@gmail.com if you want to take part in it, or you can go to patreon.com/Ingravenvids if you would like to show the channel a little extra support, a little extra love, and become a Team Keep It Clean patron. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn your notifications on so you don't miss anything, and leave a like on the video. This first question came from a patron, my guy Keyonte. He said, could my dream come true? Shiloh Sanders just got waived by the Bucs. He has been a dog this preseason, and I think if we can get him on the roster, he could definitely be a solid rotational safety. It's not happening. It's not happening. The most he could possibly be signed to would be the practice squad, but Ravens still got to get their own safeties figured out. They wouldn't just bring him in, especially they got safeties with more experience than him on their team too, like a Sanusi Kane, like a Bo Braid, obviously Malachi Starks, Kyle Hamilton, but it wouldn't work right here, right now. But I do really enjoy I've been enjoying his Tampa vlogs, man. Those things are fire, man. They fun to watch too, man. But him being a Baltimore Raven, I don't think we're going to see that. Next question came from another Team Keep It Clean patron, my guy Omar. He said, hey, Ingraven, I hope all is well with you and the family. I missed your Friday live stream. I'm still a little slow on the social media side. Oh, I'm way behind on it too. So you ain't got nothing to worry about, my friend. It's all good. He said, but I did catch the replay. I only planned to watch a little bit, but I ended up locked in for the whole thing. I appreciate that. That's real right there. Thank you for that, man. He said, one thing that really hit me while watching it is that your platform is bigger than the Ravens football coverage. I don't think so. I wouldn't say all that. It's definitely not. They got it. I mean, they the official team. Like, they supposed to have it, but they got it for sure. But anyway, he said, that's a beautiful thing, my brother. As for the Ravens, there were plenty of things to be impressed with during the preseason, but what stood out to me was the running game. We know the Ravens can run the ball when the real game starts, but this was preseason with basic plays and little to no game planning, and it was still effective. That just fed into what I've been hyped about all offseason, this offensive line. Even the backup showed that they can hold their own. I've been saying it, and I'll keep saying it. I believe in this group and in Coach Warhop. My question to you is, what impressed you the most during the preseason, and what was your biggest surprise? As always, I appreciate you, my brother. No, Omar, I appreciate you. Now, what I appreciated the most, which I guess may have also been the biggest surprise too, was the way that the defense played, and these were just mostly depth guys. These were second string, third string, fourth, fifth string, but they all held it down. They really, really did like crazy. So that impressed me, and I was pleasantly surprised with it as well. Speaking of preseason surprises, next question came from my guy JDub. He said, what's up, Ingraven? The regular season is finally here. Well, almost. We ain't quite there yet, but we getting there. Anyway, he said, how do you think Keyon Martin will match up against the best NFL offenses such as the Bengals, the Bills, and the Chiefs after the way he performed in this year's preseason? Oh, man, he was nice, and it was nice to see him make play after play after play after play after play. It was a beautiful thing. But I will say, while he did make a case for him making this Baltimore Ravens roster, and he may just make this roster, it'll be nice to see him make the team because I think it is well-deserved. He would not be out there too often against those offenses. Reason being because while he did his thing, and again, he could earn a role on this team, it will be more of a reserve role, more of a backup role. He's not going to be out there with the starters too often. Because, again, whether he plays corner or whether he plays safety, at corner, we absolutely are stacked. But then at safety, Kyle Hamilton, Malachi Starks, then Sanusi Kane, those three off rip. Like, 3 safeties is a lot, especially if all 3 of those safeties are going to be getting some playing time. Obviously, the top 2 are going to get plenty of playing time. But then that third one, as a rotational guy, he's going to get a lot too. So where exactly would Keyon Martin fit in? I think from jump, if he does make the roster and if he is active on game days, then it will start off with special teams. That will be it. And then if it's a blowout or something, then they take some guys out. Then he could get in that way. But playing those big offenses from the jump, it wouldn't be something that would happen off rip. Oh, he also said the Ravens defense in the preseason looks stacked considering that they only surrendered 25 points in all 3 games, 6 field goals and 1 rushing touchdown. Oh, I didn't even realize that. But that's what we were saying was our biggest surprise was how well the defense played. But I didn't realize they played that well. I know they played really good, but when you see the numbers that go behind it, it makes it even better. He said, I believe Keyon Martin will be a fun player to watch. The Ravens better give him a spot on that 53-man roster.